In order to be a member in good standing of the Tucson Community Cable Corporation, you must have been through an orientation session which details all of the rules and regulations governing the use of the public access facilities. During orientation, you may ask questions about your future usage of public access facilities. Here are 12 questions that new members often ask at orientation. These questions are answered by members of the staff.
Is there a question? There's a question.
How much does it cost to do a show?
All Tucson Community Cable Corporation resources are available free of charge to anyone who lives or works in the city of Tucson. This includes studios, editing equipment, portable equipment that you can take out on location, unlimited free consultation time with video professionals, eligibility for several different grants programs, and most importantly, free cablecast time on one of the 4 public access cable television channels. The only requirement is that you become a member of the Tucson Community Cable Corporation, which is free. And if you're going to use Tucson Community Cable Corporation equipment and facilities, that you take the appropriate training programs.
What do I get if I do become a member?
Membership does have its privileges. First of all, you must be a member in order to use any of the Tucson Community Cable Corporation's equipment and facilities and to schedule programs on the channels. As a member, you'll also receive the Envision newsletter. It contains articles about the membership and the organization, equipment updates, publicity releases for special events and new projects, and it also contains the program guide for regularly scheduled series programs. Members are also eligible to serve on the board of directors. The board elections are held each year with the results announced at the annual membership meeting in September. The Tucson Community Cable Corporation's policies are governed by a 15-member board of directors, and anyone who is a member in good standing is eligible to run for the board and serve if elected.
Can I come down anytime I want to and make my own production?
In order to be a member in good standing here at the Tucson Community Cable Corporation, you first must attend an orientation meeting and then also take the classes that would relate to the equipment that you would like to use in our facility. We have specific requirements about becoming certified to operate our equipment. But beyond that, you have total creative freedom to produce the type of program that you would like to produce here. Public access TV is television of the people, by the people, and for the people of Tucson.
Hi. You can sign up with any one of us during regular business hours. We have class lists with dates available and can schedule you as soon as there's an opening. All of our classes require a $5 deposit. This is refunded to you once you've completed the course. We also ask that you bring that deposit in cash because checks are too hard to keep track of. I think the biggest advantage to being a member of the Tucson Community Cable Corporation is that once you're trained, you can come down here and make and schedule your own television shows on any one of our 4 channels.
Is this for real? Do you mean I can use TCCC video cameras to do anything I want for free?
This sounds like a real good deal, doesn't it? The thing to remember is that anyone using Tucson Community Cable Corporation equipment and facilities must be working on a program to be shown on the public access channels. It is not appropriate to schedule equipment and facilities for personal use or commercial productions. If the program is not cablecast on the public access channel, the producer may become liable for a financial penalty or suspension of membership privileges.
Hey, what if I don't have an idea for a program and I still would like to take the video classes?
If you don't have a project of your own in mind, why not join us as a community calendar volunteer? We videotape events and activities out in the community. The staff can help direct you toward projects that you would find fun and rewarding, either in the studio or on location.
What if I break something? Or suppose my son has a tantrum and throws the camera out the window and my wife runs over it with a car?
You, the producer, are responsible for any damage to the equipment brought about by negligence or mishandling. That's why it's important that you take the training, get certified, and understand the safe and proper use of the equipment. Don't you agree?
Sí, Roy, es cierto. Ustedes, los productores, son las únicas personas responsables por nuestro equipo. Si lo descomponen, es muy costoso. Entonces, les recomendamos las lecciones apropiadas para el buen uso del equipo.
That'll help us do our job better and have some better equipment for you to work with.
I just got a new 8mm movie camera. Can I show the tapes that I make with it on the cable?
A lot of people ask that question, but we only have 3 formats that you can use to cablecast or edit here at Tucson Community Cable. They are 3/4-inch U-matic, 1/2-inch VHS, and Super VHS. Film Beta 1-inch reel-to-reel tapes must be transferred to one of our 3 cablecast formats. We don't have the capability to perform these transfers in-house. You must go to another facility at your own expense. We do have a mini-grant program to help defer those costs. Small format VHS-C can be edited here if you have the converter box for the cassette, which makes it work in a VHS tape deck. When you come in to facilitate, we'll go over the formats in detail. And you know, if you have your own camera, you're pretty lucky, and we'll be glad to cablecast your programs. But remember, all programs must be recorded in SP, the standard professional speed, and only 1 program per tape. Include color bars and tone for cablecast. We have tape leader that you can edit onto your tape, so we can adjust the cablecast machinery to match the color and sound level. Make sure there's a slate with the name of the show, time, producer name, and any pertinent information that is needed to run your program. Of course, a 10-second countdown is mandatory. If any of these instructions sound confusing, why not enroll in one of our courses? It's a great way to get the system down pat. And besides, an even better way to put together a crew and to meet new members.
How many times can my show run?
A producer may schedule his program up to 3 times a week, but not opposite itself, nor more than once a day. To reach the maximum amount of people, we recommend that you put well-placed ads or use flyers. And if you make a promo, we'll play it for you right here. We also recommend that a producer submit his program at least 2 weeks in advance so that we can get it into the daily program guide. And I've got to change a program right now.
I'd like to know if I can sell advertising on a program I produce.
Before we can run your tape, you must fill out and sign an indemnification form. This indicates that you understand the rules and procedures governing the cablecasting of your tape on Tucson Community Cable Corporation's public access channels. The form indicates to us that you're aware that certain material cannot be cablecast. Advertising, commercial material, libelous or slanderous material, obscene material, lottery or lottery information, or copyright infringement can all make you liable for a civil or criminal suit. The indemnification form also contains a section that gives us the runtime of the program, so we'll know how long it'll be on. It tells us whether or not we need to run an advisory for parental discretion before the tape. Those are also available for you to include on the tape yourself if you'd like. So just do those simple things and we'll be happy to run your tape.
Many producers find that the Tucson Community Cable Corporation Grants Program is the best way to both fund their project and stay non-commercial. Mini grants of up to $100 are available on a regular basis. That's enough money to buy videotape and cover production costs. For more complex programs, community programming grants of up to $3,000 are available for series programming and up to $1,000 for single programs. If you'd like more information about the grants program or anything else, you can ask me or one of the other facilitators. And if there's any doubt in your mind about obscenity, commercialism, or the Tucson Community Cable Corporation guidelines, then you can consult your Rules and Procedures Handbook.
Okay, so we won't sell anything, and we won't be libelous or slanderous or obscene, because obviously that's against the law. What else can't we do?
There's a few other rules that you might want to keep in mind here at Tucson Community Cable. They make working together a lot easier, and they also prevent accidents and damage to the equipment, which can cost a lot of money. One is that we don't want you to have any food or beverages when you're working on the second floor. Also, you're only supposed to smoke. If you want to smoke cigarettes, please just smoke them in the member lounge, or there are some staff offices that have been designated as smoking areas. Plus, you can always go outside. There's some other rules that you might want to know about when you're working here at Tucson Community Cable. They're written down and posted around the facility, or you can always ask a staff member.
Member producers are encouraged to go all out for their productions.
Storage of set and prop pieces is permitted in the basement area, but not in the studios due to spatial limitations. Unless specifically tagged, your prop may be made available for general member use.
Can my children take the video classes and produce programs?
Children who have the physical coordination to operate the equipment and the maturity to pay attention in the classes can sign up. However, a responsible adult must attend the classes with the child. The adult must sign as the responsible party for the child to schedule or operate any of Tucson Community Cable Corporation's equipment. Niños que son responsables pueden inscribirse en nuestras clases de televisión. El único requisito es que tienen que tener un adulto presente.
By observing these few guidelines, your production plans and programs produced here at Tucson Community Cable Corporation will be a rewarding, enjoyable, and fun experience, and will provide the community with television programming that communicates the values, interests, and dreams of the people of Tucson.